Good morning, teacher and classmates. We are going to tell you about the weekend agenda. The members are Atabayo Michelle, Luisa Eric, and Meme Lisette. Motivational praise. Don't look for mistakes, look for a remedy. The weekend agenda. This agenda is focused on leisure and fun activities after different work matters on a week. Start with Friday. On this day, the workers will carry out activities outside of the routine. Okay, from 7 to 8 in the morning, the workers have breakfast in the Grumpy Coffee. Next, from 9 to 11 in the morning, the workers visit the top of the rock. Next, from 12 to 1 in the afternoon, the workers have a lunch together at the Margarita Bay restaurant. Next, from 3 to 6 in the afternoon, the workers visit the museum and the monument to 11S. Next, from 7 to 8 at night, the workers snaking at the Light Rooftop Central Park. Next, from 8:30 to 11 at night, the workers go to dance and enjoy at the Free Q Disco. And finally, at 11:30 at night, the workers go to sleep. Thank you, teacher.
Good morning, teacher. Next, I going to tell about Saturday. Saturday. On this day, we continue to carry our secretarial and full different activity and as Lord read for the next day the restaurants to take home. From 7 to 8 in the morning have real fun a group cafe from 9 to 11 in the morning. Play a store in the Central Park of New York from 11 to 1 in the afternoon. Have lunch to take at the Margaret restaurant from 2 to 4 in the morning. Buy souvenir in different locales from 5 to 7 in the afternoon. Free to carry out a different activity.
From 8 to 9 at night, snaking and the live Ripop Central Park, and finally at 9:30 at night, go to sleep. Sunday, finally on this day, the work organize everything to return to their home. From 8 to 9 in the morning, have breakfast at the Grumpy Cafe. From 9 to 10 in the morning, college the language from their respective rooms. From 10 to 11 in the morning, travel to the airport. From 12 to 1 in the afternoon, take the flight back home. Thank you.
This is the scientific article. This is the YouTube video.
A little bit of time spent on meeting preparation can go a long way, and this is especially true when it comes to the agenda. Let's have a look at some of the biggest complaints about meetings and how having an effective agenda can help. The first complaint is that meetings are poorly structured and have no agenda. Clearly, people like to know why they're going to a meeting and what to expect. And obviously, if there's no agenda, there's unlikely to be any sort of structure. Next, meetings are too long and go off topic. One way to help people keep on track is by making the agenda items precise so that everyone knows what needs to be achieved. And if the items are allotted a set amount of time, it can help to stop the meeting from dragging on. The other big complaint is that people don't prepare for meetings. But if there's no agenda, or the items aren't clear and people don't know what's expected of them, then it's hard to prepare. So let's have a look at an agenda item and see how we can make it better. The item is to discuss the new team structure. discuss doesn't really tell us very much. Meetings are often held to discuss things. So what is it this item needs to achieve? At the moment, it could be why there's a new team structure, what are the new roles, who's going to do what, or it could be something completely different like proposals for a new team structure. The agenda item could be much clearer. For example, to explain why we're moving to a new team structure, to agree new team roles and decide who will be responsible for what, to answer any questions or concerns. If the agenda item states what outcomes are expected, like to agree new team roles, then it'll be easier to keep the discussion on track. The meeting organizer or leader usually prepares the agenda, but everyone can help by asking for clarification if they need it, and when submitting items for the agenda, by making sure they're clear. If a specific contribution is called for, this will need to be agreed with the presenter before the meeting, and it helps if the other participants also know what's expected of them. Having an agenda like this doesn't guarantee that everything will go smoothly, but it does improve the chances of a more effective and less time-consuming meeting. This requires a little more preparation, but time saved in the meeting will be time saved for all the participants.
This is the RAC tips about weekend agenda, and finally this is the bibliography.